Hey everyone, my name is Caitlin Cordani. I am a gold qualified leader here at Archer Travel, and today's team meeting is going to be about strategy. See, I have been kind of stuck in my business and have been doing research about what I need to do to build and develop a strategy to keep myself motivated. I thought I had a strategy. Apparently not. So what we're going to do is go over what the art of strategy is, some skills that you should have or develop to be a successful business person in sales, um, how to build the different techniques for the strategy that we're going to be talking about today, and so much more. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. And I'm going to open my chat box here. All right. Chanel, can you see my screen? Chanel is one of my original Trinidad and Tobago agents, and I am so excited she's here joining us today. Just want to make
Yes, I can see a screen.
perfect. Okay, so the art of strategy is real simple. Let's break it down into 6 steps. Let's define your unique values. So this model is Porter's value chain. You need to identify key activities, like map out your primary and supportive activities for what you do in your business. So mock bookings, client relations, project management, things like that. Streamline this process, focus on efficiency and effectiveness. What works for you, what doesn't, drop what doesn't, keep what works, okay? Deliver unique value, enhance areas that differentiate you, okay? You are the main core of your business. Make sure you keep that at the center, at the heart of that. Okay. Continuous improvement. Always, always, always be in trainings, guys. I stopped doing trainings for a while, and I can tell you 100% that I have lost my skill. I have lost my value in my improvement, in my hunger to be knowledgeable, because I did not do those trainings for a while. I was focused on training, and I wasn't really preparing myself for growth and knowledge, growth in my knowledge as well. So definitely stay in those trainings. Analyze the landscape is part 2. Okay. So this model is the BCG growth share matrix. And so basically what you want to do is categorize your products, use stars, cash cows, question marks, and dogs. Okay. So this model you can do research on. ChatGPT is definitely going to be your best friend there, to be able to break it down for you. You can ask ChatGPT questions about this model as well, and it'll help answer any of the questions that you have. Okay, so that's going to be your best friend for that. Focus resources, invest in high potential areas. I invested in Adobe Acrobat Pro. I invested in Microsoft 365. I invested in other services like Notion for my project management. So definitely make sure that you are working towards high potential areas to invest in. I invested in also for my in-person marketing. I invested in my table expenses for events, and then every event that I do, that's also a high potential investment as well. So it is definitely how I generate my clients in person. So review quarterly, adapt to market changes, definitely keep up with your SEO and your analytics for your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, business, Pinterest. They all provide you analytics so you can learn from that. Okay, maximize your returns, allocate your resources effectively. I have maximized my returns by learning my tools that I've invested in, I've paid money into. I use them on a regular basis. Okay, so 3, prioritize initiatives. Okay, this model is McKinsey's 7S framework. Basically, what you'll do is align your strategy to ensure all 7 elements support your vision. Okay, structure and systems. You're going to optimize organizational structures. I preach this. You do need to have organization. If you're unorganized, if you don't have time management, there is definitely going to be some structural cracks in your foundation that are going to cripple you. Okay, shared values, foster a strong unified culture. Here on Team Bon Viaggio, I have definitely done the best that I could to foster a strong culture here, giving you guys the opportunity to collaborate with each other, with our group, with our chat, but also with me individually as your leader. So I definitely hope that I've defined a unified culture for you guys, and I bring that into my business as well. Continuous alignment. I hold these regular meetings for you guys. I do apologize about the last couple of weeks, but I do hold these regular meetings to be able to give you guys new skills to learn or answer questions that I've been getting over the last week or so. So I do try to help hone those skills as well. Through this strategy building 30-day challenge that we're going to be working on as a team, I will be doing nightly check-ins with you guys. Simply just answer the question of how you're doing, what have you worked on today, what did you move forward in your business, so that we'll be able to all keep each other accountable on this journey. All right, so number 4, develop a clear vision. This is a SWOT analysis. I absolutely love SWOT. You need to identify your strengths to leverage internal capabilities, address weaknesses. So you need to mitigate internal limitations. Okay, explore opportunities to capitalize on external possibilities. So training, certifications, webinars, what is it? Spoiled agent webinars are really good incentive trip options for you guys. Counter threats. So prepare for external challenges as well, to be familiar with the worst case scenarios, what could happen, what needs to happen, what might happen, things like that. So we're on number 5 now, foster innovation. This model is McKinsey's 3 horizons. So you can manage your growth by balancing short-term and long-term projects. So I definitely have some long-term projects on the books, guys, but I don't work on those on a regular basis because those are not short-term. So short-term is within the next 3 months, right? Or the next 4 to 6 months, right? So you want to make sure that your short-term and long-term projects are managed properly. Encourage ideas of yourself, or if you're a partnership with like Sherry and Jessica, they're partners. Allocate time for brainstorming. Excuse me. I definitely take some time to sit down and brainstorm my strategies or my ideas. This idea has been a long time coming. I've been working on it for a while now, since about October. So I've been working on my own with it, but I work with ChatGPT on it. So ChatGPT is like my sounding board. I use it every day. It's going to be your best friend, okay? If you are not a partner, if you don't have that sounding board to use, and I'm unavailable at the moment, you can always turn to ChatGPT. But of course, I'm your leader. I'm a mentor of yours, so I can definitely be a sounding board for you too. All right, let's invest in your future. Support transformational projects. So these transformational projects are what we're working on today. Okay. So this is a transformational project that we're going to be putting effort into build your business, to grow your clientele, right? This is definitely something that we want to do as business owners frequently so that we can continue to move our business forward. And then, of course, regular review, assess progress, and adjust everything that is not working. Everything is not going to work for you. There's some things that are going to work. You're going to want to keep those. But like I mentioned earlier, you're not going to want to keep what isn't working because it's basically running around yourself at that point. So you just want to make sure that you're adapting and evolving. Let's move on to number 6 here, adapt and evolve. Okay, this is the pest analysis. Okay, political factors, monitor regulatory changes. This has everything to do with legislature, your own country's laws and regulations for travel. You want to make sure that you are always up to date on other countries' legislature and travel regulations as well, because that can affect your clients too. Okay, economic trends. Stay aware of market conditions. Definitely understand how expensive travel can be depending on where your clients are going. Social shifts. Understand societal changes as well. Let's say something, I'm knocking on wood here, something is going to happen in the future that will hinder the travel industry. Guys, we just need to be flexible with that and figure out how to adapt to those societal changes. Okay, technological advances. Okay, so let's keep on top of the innovation tools and resources that are provided to us here in the travel industry. We have so many of them. It's so unreal how amazing the travel industry has grown since the 70s, 80s, 90s when Archer Travel first started. And then, of course, when your annual review comes, look at the growth from where you started to where you are in that first year and determine what worked for you and what didn't work for you, and then prioritize that. Okay, so that you can make sure that your priorities going into your second year of business continue to grow as well. So that's the art of strategy, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to 16 traits of highly successful salespeople. These are real simple traits that I believe everybody should have or hone in the sales aspect of business. You need to be assertive, guys. We're going to have difficult customers. I've dealt with difficult customers that I had to become assertive with and put down my boundaries. And they actually became very very cooperative with me. Don't let them bulldoze you, because they will. Okay. Always learning. 100%. I cannot stress this enough, guys. Like I mentioned earlier, I did stop learning. And I did stop growing. So always continue to learn. We have trainings every single day. Get you a recording. Our trainers, all of them have YouTube channels. Follow them on YouTube. If you don't know how to find your training videos, go to Empire Travel Academy and go to the training library. You will be able to find recorded videos from there. All of our suppliers provide trainings. All of our suppliers have certification courses. Travel Leaders Network is our consortium, and they also provide trainings for specialties as well. Some of their certifications do cost money, but listen and hear me out. Those certifications are worth it. It's $250 for they charge for like 6 different certifications. It takes about 2 years to complete those certifications, but totally worth it. Always be ambitious, guys. The ambitious part of your curiosity is going to be the growth aspect of your business. Always stay open-minded. Open-minded individuals tend to be more flexible and resilient in their business. Incredible work ethic. You definitely need to set time apart for yourself to be able to differentiate between work and life and have that balance. However, you always should be putting effort towards your business. Excuses are going to stop you in your tracks. So try and not have any excuses so that you can use that energy to move forward in your business. Taking
Every
responsibility.
time I go on this thing, this internet is unstable. Why is it stable for you to, you know what? You might have to take off your thing.
Taking responsibility for your actions, goals, business, that is definitely going to be what you're going to need as a business owner because you are it. Okay. You're marketing manager, you're the business developer, you're the social media manager, you're the presenter, you're the project manager, you build everything, you're it, right? So taking that responsibility is definitely going to be beneficial towards your business. Setting goals is important, and I will show you a sales monthly goal outline that I found online, which you can develop on Canva or Adobe Express for free. But setting goals is definitely going to be beneficial for you guys to be able to achieve realistically. Okay. Realistic goals are going to be important. Okay. Be good listeners. Active listening is really, really important in your business. The reason is because clients want to be heard. Clients want to feel like you are there for them. This is their show, right? So listening to what they want, achieving almost all of their goals. Like not everything is going to be achievable, guys. Okay. Not everything is going to be the way that they want it, but listening to them, experiencing what they're feeling, empathizing with them is definitely going to take it a longer, further step away. That's okay, Sherry. I understand about your internet troubles. This is being recorded, so you can catch the recording as well. All right. So being aware, okay, be aware of different strategies, different growth techniques, different analytics, different options for your business, but also be aware of your clients' needs and options and wants, and then put those together as well in the presentation. Okay. Know your stuff. Okay. Know your stuff. Mock bookings are definitely going to hone your skills to be able to know how to book travel. Guys, that's what we're here for. We're travel agents. Booking travel is going to be a number one priority. Okay, this is the initiatives, the prioritize your initiatives. This is an initiative that you need to prioritize. Mock bookings are important to practice your skills. Okay. Networking is really, really important, guys. Really important. You want to be able to make friends in the networking space. Alignable is a really good company to do that for business owners. Small business owners rely on networking, word of mouth, to be able to use your business and get your business out there to grow, because they have clientele just as much as we do. So if you want to network with each other, then you can swap clients with each other as well. Have a reason for every action. This is really, really, really important. You want to make action with purpose. Okay. You want to move within your business on purpose. Okay. We are not here to just kind of shift and glide on ice. Like we're just kind of, okay, I'm here. No, no, no. We want to make it a purposeful, meaningful experience for us as business owners because we're growing and learning as we do it, trial and error, failing forward. All of that is definitely going to be important because moving and having a reason to do everything with a purpose is going to develop your skills and grow your business. You want to make sure that you're providing your clients with accuracy, guys. Accurate information is going to be number one. I want to say that because your clients want to understand what they're going through when you're planning their trip, but also you need to have done the research to do it. Okay. So to provide accurate information, research is required. Okay. So remain proactive and positive while dealing with your clients. Okay. It is definitely important to remain professional. Try to take over and control your emotions as well. Those two, I feel, go together. Being proactive and positive, keeping professional demeanors and emotions is going to be pivotal in your business. And then never give up. Don't ever give up on yourself, okay? Because this business can and will change your life, okay? So always have that can-do attitude and never give up. Any questions about this slide? And feel free to use your microphones. Sure, I think you're drawing on my slide here. Hold on a second. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move forward if there's no questions. All right, so we talked about the art of strategy and good personality traits and skills to have in our business, right? So let's talk about soft skills for a second. Soft skills are things to have to move you forward in your business, right? These are not technically hard skills that you absolutely need to have, but I do highly recommend these skills for you because it'll make you a better business person. Okay. So effective communication. You guys don't need to take any of these courses. They most likely cost money and are in the United States. So most of these courses are not going to be available to you guys. I don't highly recommend them either because they're at the universities. However, there is one, Developing Your Emotional Intelligence. This is on LinkedIn Learning. So you could potentially use LinkedIn Learning to develop your emotional skills. All right, so effective communication. There is a book out there you can find in your local library, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Sorry. And Dale Carnegie is one of my favorite authors. He's great at really getting into that personal space and relating with you. So definitely work on finding this book. Okay. So take notes on that. And then there is a TED Talk that you can watch on YouTube under TED Talks on YouTube for 10 Ways to Have a Better Conversation by Celeste Handley. This is a communication TED Talk where it teaches you better communication skills. Adaptability, okay? Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. And then the TED Talk is Embrace the Shape by Phil Hansen. Problem Solving, the book is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. And then the TED Talk is Are You a Giver or a Taker by Adam Grant. And that's a really important one. I've actually watched this TED Talk. It's fantastic. Okay. Leadership. As a business person, it is important. I understand if you guys don't want a team build, but it is important to have leadership skills in business ownership because you are the business owner, the CEO, essentially. The person at the top of the food chain definitely needs to have leadership skills for the future. Let's say your business gets really big, okay? And you need to actually hire employees, people who are booking travel for you to be able to put everything together for you. You need to lead that team. So maybe you want to outsource your marketing. Maybe you want to outsource your accounting. You need to be able to lead those people as well. So Start with Why by Simon Sinek. Okay. And then the TED Talk is How Great Leaders Inspire Action by Simon Sinek. These are both great things to learn about. Okay. And then teamwork, of course, goes together with leadership. The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. I've actually read this book.
Caitlin,
Sure.
excuse me. Do you mind just repeating from when you started with the TED Talk? I got up to, I'd like to take down a record of the thing. So after the book by Dale Carnegie, I
Yes.
kind of got lost there. So if you could repeat some of the other resources, please, I
Sure.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So the first one is effective communication, and that's TED Talk 10 Ways to Have a Better Conversation by Celeste Hadley. Sorry. And then adaptability. The book is Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. And then the TED Talk is Embrace the Shape by Phil Hansen. Problem Solving. The book is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. And that's Kahneman. And then the TED Talk is Are You a Giver or a Taker by Adam Grant. And then the next one is Leadership. Start with Why by Simon Sinek. And then the TED Talk is also by Simon Sinek, How Great Leaders Inspire Action. And I've actually watched that TED Talk. It's fantastic. And then Teamwork. That's the next one. Is The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team by Patrick Lencioni. And then The Secret to Great Opportunities, The Person You Haven't Met by Tanya Manon on TED Talk. Time management is really important, guys. So the book that I recommend and that's on this list is Getting Things Done by David Allen. Another one for organization is How to Tidy or Tidying Up. The Art of Tidying Up. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. And that'll help with your space in your life, which will then help you become more organized and allow you some better time management and emotional intelligence as well. And then How to Save the World, or at least yourself, from Bad Meetings with David Grady for a TED Talk for time management. The next one is Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman for the book. And then the TED Talk is The Power of Vulnerability by Brené Brown. So a lot of marketing techniques derive from creativity. So you definitely need to have this skill to be a really good marketer. So Steal Like an Artist, 10 Things Nobody Told You About Being Creative by Austin Kleon. And then the TED Talk is Your Elusive Creative Genius by Elizabeth Gilbert. Resilience. Guys, business ownership needs to have resilience. We need to be resilient in all the different changes that come every single day. So, Grit by Angela Duckworth is definitely going to be a fantastic book to read. And then the TED Talk is The Power of Passion and Perseverance by Angela Duckworth as well. So she basically puts the principles and grit down in a TED Talk. And then, of course, interpersonal skills. You definitely need to have those as a business owner. So Crucial Conversations by Carrie Patterson and Joseph Grenny is the book. And then Why Good Leaders Make You Feel Safe by Simon Sinek is the TED Talk. And I have all of these slides in photographs if you like me to send some to you guys to have this list of information. I could definitely send that to you as well. All right, so now we have some resources to learn from. Excellent. I can definitely send these in an email for sure. So now that we have some resources to learn from for your soft skills, let's talk about do's and don'ts for soft skills as well. So work ethic, do lean into hard work without complaint. This is definitely going to be easier to work on the hard things if you go in with an open mind about it. But don't focus on the quantity. Outcomes be ours every single time. So I have definitely burnt myself out doing this by making sure that I am putting blocked time out on my schedule for specific hours, and I'm not getting as much done as I needed because I didn't break up my time appropriately. So you just got to make sure that you don't lean into the quantity of the hard work that you're doing. Okay. Growth mindset. Do love feedback and learning and incorporate the both, but don't think that you know it all either. I don't know everything, guys. I am not going to say that I do because I'm still very new. I still think that I'm a baby in this industry, having less than a year in the travel industry. So I'm still learning too. And I do take that feedback and criticism from my leaders and mentors for myself, and I apply it to you guys so that you guys can learn from my mistakes and what I need to learn from other people who have been in the industry longer. Okay. Adaptability. Do change your approach when circumstances change. That's part of being adaptable, right? But don't stubbornly stick to your ways, especially after setbacks, because that will hinder your growth. It'll stop the pedals moving, right? Self-awareness. Do understand how your actions are perceived by others, but don't be arrogant, selfish, or act like you're above critique, because everybody can definitely take criticism to improve and learn. Emotional intelligence. Have control over your emotional responses and don't have hot-headed outbursts. And this is something that I have to work on for myself every day. But, just make sure that you're continuing to grow with that. Communication. Speak and write simply and clearly, leading with conclusion. And don't use complex language to try and sound smart. The studies have shown that complex language, people who are really, really, really intelligent and just kind of speak with really big words because that's what they know, do sound really hard. Do have a hard time being understood by people like us who don't use big words on a regular basis because it's more complex for us to understand. So simply write simply and clearly, leading with conclusions, and that'll be better communication for you. Motivation. Do show initiative, starting projects early and independently, and don't need constant hand holding and encouragement. This is definitely going to be a staple in your business growth, because it is up to you. We're independent business owners. We are in charge of our own growth, and it's not going to get done by anybody else except for us, right? Grit. Do keep going resiliently, but don't shrink in the face of hard things. Meaning, stand your ground, okay? Stand your ground and face those hard things with resiliency, okay? Professionalism. Do be trusted to represent your organization publicly. Don't be acting out like a fool, pretty much. And don't ever assume you can cross the line in more relaxed settings. It is really important to remain professional at all times, because you are the face of your brand, okay? Reliability. Do what you say by when you say it. And then don't underperform promises or miss deadlines. This is really important. It does show initiative that your clients can trust you, okay? Use active listening skills. Be able to restate someone's point so they say, yes, exactly. And then don't get so caught up in your response that you forget to listen as well. This is one of the most important skills that you're going to use when qualifying your client. Time management. Do stay organized, finishing projects in a reasonable time, but don't procrastinate until you can't get help or finish on time either. So definitely make sure that you are managing your time properly. Likability. Do make things easier for others whenever possible, but don't be unnecessarily difficult. And then people reading. Do pay attention to reactions, body language, and mood, but don't fail to adjust based on explicit or implicit feedback. Collaboration. Do work well with others, sharing info, ideas, and credit, but don't think I could just do this faster myself. That's definitely a mindset that you want to throw away. Okay. Integrity. Do be transparent and tell the truth, even with bad news. Like the other day, I needed to be transparent with you guys, and I did tell you guys the truth, even though it was bad news, especially with my health. And then don't think covering up will work, because the truth always will come out. So these are some very good soft skills to practice, do's and don'ts for in your business. I absolutely love and practice these skills on my own as well. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. Do you have any questions about this slide before I move forward? Nope. Okay. I see Sherry's typing, so I'm going to give her a second.
Ethan, I'm sorry for taking so long. I'm on my phone, but I have
No,
no
take your time.
questions. I
No
have no
question.
questions. Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right, so we're gonna move forward here. So now that we have some soft skills to work on and resources to learn from, and we understand the art of strategy, let's build something. Okay. So, master production, how to master daily productivity. It is really, really, really good to make sure that you have a structure for productivity so that you can become productive in your business. One of the main reasons, one of the main things that I send to you guys in your welcome email is SMART goals, guys. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound goals that are healthy for your business. Okay. So the night before, set SMART goals for the next day and write them down. So to achieve something, it's not a plan until you've written it down. It's only a dream at that moment. So write it down, SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound goals. Okay. For number two, you want to do the Eisenhower matrix. I absolutely love this for delegating tasks. Okay. So the night before, once you've set your goals, your SMART goals, you're going to do, decide, delegate, and delete. What can you do that's within the first 2 minutes of starting your day? Replying to emails, reading your text messages, looking at your Facebook, Instagram, DMs, notifications, replying to comments. That can be done in an hour. Okay. I do that every morning. When I wake up, I reply to you guys. I reply to my DMs. I read all of my comments. I do all of that. Right. And then I decide what tasks do I need to do that are longer moving. Like, for example, I have a task that I need to complete from my clients that I'm waiting on a couple of links for to compile a list of reviews to get back to the suppliers that we used for their trip. I can't do that in 5 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to delegate that to my list of smart things to do. This is a time bound, relevant, achievable goal that I can make as a delegate and I don't need to delete. Let's say there's some tasks at the end of the day that you were not able to do. Transfer them to the next day, guys. Delete them from today. Delete them. It's okay. It's okay if you can't complete all of your tasks today. You don't want to burn yourself out. If you've worked 6 hours and you feel like you've been productive enough, that's okay to move tasks to the next day. That's delegating and deleting. Okay. Find your peak time, guys. The night before, reflect on when you felt the most energetic and alert, and then plan to tackle your most challenging tasks during this time. You will be more productive when you have worked on your hardest task for your peak time. I'm a night owl, guys. I think I get a lot more done at night than I do during the day because during the day, I'm really slow moving. I'm kind of like a snail. I got to sit on my couch for about 2 hours before I can even move. I don't drink coffee, so I'm not moving like an Energizer bunny, right? So at night, I work on my projects for my clients. I work on my projects for you guys. This is something that I've been working on for a few days that I got the majority of it done in my bed, laying in my bed, just scrolling the internet, trying to find these things for you guys. I got them done at night. So the 2 minute rule, this goes back to delegating, okay, or deciding what you need to do. The morning of, start your day by quickly clearing out small tasks. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, like I mentioned, you know, replying to chats, being active on your social media, making sure that you're replying to your clients' inquiries, emails, things like that. The typical employee is only productive for 60% of the day across all professions, guys. 60% of the day is productivity. So make sure that you're aware of that and keeping that in mind when you're planning your tasks to do. You want to be able to plan the tasks that are achievable, relevant, measurable, time bound, and specific, but also be able to understand that only 60% of that list is going to get done. Okay. Next is time blocking. I absolutely love time blocking. I did do a training on time blocking for my calendar on my YouTube channel. If you want to catch that, it is public, for how to use a Google Calendar. But the morning of, schedule blocks of time for different tasks, emails, meetings, creative work in your calendar, dedicating specific hours to focus on each task. Don't forget to find your peak time and schedule your longest, most hardest task at that time. And then go from scheduling there. Okay. Task batching. Throughout the day, organize similar tasks such as replying to emails or scheduling meetings into batches and tackle them in designated time blocks. Batch 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be emails, messages, social media, posting, and then you're going to move on to your harder tasks. Okay. Okay, so the Pomodoro technique is throughout the day, set a timer for 25 minutes. This is how you're not going to burn yourself out throughout the day. Okay, 25 minutes to 5 minutes, 25 minutes to 5 minutes, 25 minutes to an hour. Okay, you're going to do this every hour or every 3 cycles. So 25 minutes, you're working. 5 minutes, you're taking a break. Stand up, guys. Stand up. Get away from your desk. Get out of the chair, wherever you're sitting. Walk around. Use the restroom. Get something to snack on. Grab a drink. Come back and start again. 25 minutes. Okay. 25 minutes, you're working. Okay. That timer goes off. 5-minute break. Again, stand up. Walk around. Finish, throw away your snack trash, put your dishes in the kitchen, get a drink, come back, do work. Okay. 25-minute timer, you're working. Okay. 25-minute timer goes off. You're going to take a break for an hour. Okay. You're going to exercise. You're going to do something that gives you energy. You're going to feed yourself and nourish your body. You're going to get some sunlight if you live somewhere where you don't get a lot of rain. Okay. Go outside for a good 10-minute brisk walk. That'll definitely clear your mind, help you get that exercise in. That'll give you time to burn off some of the calories that you just nourished your body with. And then it'll also stretch these muscles that you've been using to sit for so long. And then you're going to come back and you're going to set a 25-minute timer and then a 5-minute timer, 25-minute timer, 5-minute timer. And then you're going to take another hour break. Okay. So if you have limited time, shorten your break from an hour to 30 minutes, but make sure that you are taking a break every 25 minutes. This is going to help break down the nuance of the task that you're working on. And also you can use that to say, okay, I'm going to move on to a different task and try and complete that. Don't rush it though. Okay. So delegate. 25 minutes. This is work on a task. Take a 5-minute break. 25 minutes, work on a different task. Take a 25-minute or a 5-minute break. 25 minutes, work on a new task or go back to the first task. Take a lunch. Okay. And so on and so forth. Okay. And then the Kanban board. I absolutely love this. Okay. So throughout the day, set up a Kanban board with columns for to do, in progress, and done to visualize, manage, and manage your workflow. So like I mentioned, you're going to be working on multiple tasks throughout the day. You're delegating, you're working, you're moving through your time schedule and your time blocks and your batch work. but you need to keep track of what is to do, what is in progress, and what's done. This way you can visualize what you have to do next and what to plan for coming up. Okay. So now that you have your daily productivity structure put into place, let's close out the day. Let's say you've worked 6 hours and you're done. You're like, I've gotten a lot done. I did not get all of my list done. So let's close out the day. Okay. End the day with a 15-minute review. Review what you do have on your done list. Review what is in progress and review what you have to do next. Okay. Set up a task list for your SMART goals. Okay. So everything that's done, you're going to dump. Okay. Everything that's in progress is going to be your next goals for tasks to do tomorrow. Okay. Everything that you have to do is going to also go to your next tasks for tomorrow. And then you're going to add more tasks to do. You're going to have daily stuff to do as well. So make sure that you're adding in your daily tasks to that list. Sometimes the list is going to become ungodly long. Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't feel overwhelmed about that because your tasks are definitely delegatable for different dates and different times unless it's a deadline. Okay. So you want to, like I mentioned, set your list together and then prioritize everything for the next day. So 79% of workers agree that they do not believe they are productive for a complete 8-hour workday. That's because they're working, and not breaking up the time to give their body a break, their mind a break. So their brains are wandering. They might be neurodivergent. They might have ADHD. They might need different, things to work on. So let's remember 60% of the day is not going to be productive. 60% of your list is not going to get completed, is going to be completed. The other 40% is not, okay? And then 79% of the time, you're probably not going to be productive for a full 8 hours. So let's just keep that in mind when planning your tasks. And then, of course, journaling your productivity is definitely going to give you on paper really good ideas of what works for you, what doesn't work for you, so you can adjust and adapt to that as well. So at the end of each day, jot down what you accomplished, what challenges you faced, and how you can improve those challenges. Use this reflection to plan the next day. So lost time is never found by Benjamin Franklin. Just remember, you can never get that time back. Okay. So if you plan your day accordingly, it can become more productive. So one of our first goals is going to lay out a plan for ourselves for a week. Okay. We're just going to do it day to day. This week, we're going to learn how to master the daily productivity plans. And then next week, we're going to learn about social media marketing. Okay. So going into your goals. Okay. Some of the goals that you can start with are these, is this process for social media growth. Okay. I do send this to you in your welcome email. If you don't have it, I can send it to you again. But this is something that you do need to work on. And this kind of gives you a list of things to do every day of the week. Okay. So daily routines are Facebook notifications and messages. Make sure you're checking them at least twice a day. Processing emails, make sure you're also checking those at least twice a day. We get hundreds of emails from our suppliers as well, so make sure that you're taking time to check deals for your favorite suppliers. Plan your content, at least posting 2 to 3 times a day. We will be going over what type of content to post later in this strategy meeting, but we're going to really build a strategy for posting and not technically talking about content until next week, okay? So post something empower or inspiring 3 times a week. Personal or lifestyle 3 times a week, entertaining and engaging 3 times a week, your product 1 to 2 times a day. Okay. You can talk about a deal that's going on and a mock booking. And then you want to post something about your business model every week. Okay. So every week you want to be reminding your clients that you're there for them or how you can help them with your business. Okay. And then you don't have to do this, but I do recommend it going live. If you're a faceless company, you don't need to do anything with your face, but I do recommend it if you want to grow the trust of your following. And this is teaching them something 4 to 7 times a week. So this is, you know, once a day. So the live video, you can show them your screen, guys. Show them your screen, show them how you book travel with our suppliers, or show them an itinerary that you're putting together for a client. That's, you're teaching them that you know how to do this, and they'll be able to trust your skill to put something complicated together for them. And then post Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, short video stories 1 to 2 times a day. But honestly, every time you post something, share it to your story. Okay. So every time you physically upload a post to your social media, you're going to share it to your story. The stories are important to have at least 10. So make sure that you're sprinkling in inspirational, not related to your business as well, stories, so that people are engaging with that and showing your personalities as well. So let's talk about networking. So networking, always do happy birthdays. I have a flyer I created for my group for Facebook a long time ago that I use almost every single day. Anytime I see somebody wishing somebody a happy birthday, I comment with my flyer. It says happy birthday from Bon Viaggio Bookings. Okay, and it's very catchy. And you want it to stand out. It's Instagram size square, and you can create your own, something to just kind of bring the attention of your business to the person who's celebrating a birthday. Okay. And you can do the same thing with your friends anniversaries. So Facebook does this thing where it sets up friends anniversaries for people to be able to celebrate how long they've been friends on Facebook. If your Facebook is newer, you won't see that until the first year of that person being your friend on Facebook. Okay. Share this to your profile and celebrate how they have drawn value in your life as a business owner. Okay. Add new friends 10 to 25 times a day. My friends are all travel agents. So I tend to just kind of hold these spots for my clientele to be able to add me on Facebook whenever they want to join my group, find my page, you know, see me in a personal light and not just as a business owner. Okay. But that's a good way to grow your clientele, is adding 10 to 25 people a day. I would say start slow, adding 10 people, getting to know them. And you can do this every 2 days, every 3 days, maybe 3 times a week instead of every day, until you're ready to move up into that space. Or you can start with a smaller number and move forward every day with that as well. So that's fairly flexible, but the goal is to get up to at least 25 people a day. Okay, reply to and PM likes and commenters. Okay, so Sorry, guys. So this means that you want to make sure to reply to the actual comment, okay? And then DM the people who like the post that you've posted. So let's say you posted something on the business and they liked it, but they didn't comment on it. Go to their profile, send them a DM, say, hey, I noticed that you liked this post, and send them the post, okay? And ask them, hey, are you interested in more information about it? That's it. They've initiated contact on the post. That gives you initiation to message them. That opens the door. Okay. That's a cold lead turning to warm. Okay. So we want to follow new people on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, all the time. You can create your personal page into a digital marketing page and people can follow you instead of becoming your friend. You can also monetize it as well. So you'll be able to also get paid for Facebook bonuses. And I highly recommend Threads. I'm still figuring it out, but Threads is also part of the meta space for Instagram and Facebook. All right. So react to Facebook stories 5 to 10 times a day. I do this often. I'm just doom scrolling stories because I want to interact with people that are on my page. And when I say my page, I'm talking about my business page, guys. I'm not talking about my personal page because me interacting as myself, that's not motivating and helping, promote my business. That's promoting me as a person. So I do this on my business page so that I can make sure that I'm keeping up with everybody that's my friend, but also understanding that I'm promoting my business to them with likes and hearts. Okay. Also, reacting to Facebook posts, do something more than a like. Okay. Likes don't give people many, well, for me personally, from what I've heard, people don't take a like as well as they do a heart or a care react. The heart and care react, they feel like you've put more effort into understanding the post better and are showing that emotion that you've connected with it in a deeper level. Okay. So reacting to Facebook stories with your heart, do it like 4 or 5 times per story so that they can see that you really like it. Okay. And then every day, if you don't get any interaction with friends, delete them. If they're not personally involved in your life in any way, if you don't have history with them, delete them. They're not worth it. I did this recently right before I started my business. I went through and I had 3,000 people on my Facebook page and about 5,000 people on my Instagram. And I deleted 2,500 of them from my Facebook and 3,000 plus from my Instagram. And I feel so much better about it. I could probably do more on my Instagram, but I don't want to right now. I could, but I don't want to. Because I want to make sure that I'm still in that 2,000 mark so I can monetize. But the more you grow, the more people you're going to have follow you as well. So make sure that you're trying to monetize your following so that if you're consistently posting and consistently getting views, you'll be able to monetize that. Okay. And that goes into building our algorithm, guys. So likes, comments on friends' posts on the AM, share value and story posts in groups, like and comment in groups 3 times a day, like and comment on friends' posts in the PM as well, and then invite people to share your content. So let's say you've got a follower who's really engaging in your posts and you notice that they like your business posts as well as your personal posts. Definitely invite them to share a business post on their Facebook page to their following. That's how you can grow your following with their followers as well. Follow up, guys. This is the biggest step in sales is follow up. I'm terrible about follow up. And I swear to you, if you continue your follow up will grow. Okay. Engage in open chats, message older customers, message or tag old prospects on testimonials. So I have a client who just traveled with me. I will be posting this on my business page in my business group on Facebook, on my Instagram, on my TikTok. I will be creating a video of the pictures that they allowed me to save from their own social media for their trip, and I will be tagging people in that post. So you can tag up to 100 people on Facebook, and I think it's 100 people on TikTok, and you cannot tag people on Instagram. I think you have like a 10-person minimum for the actual picture. So tagging them in the comments is definitely going to be easier for you. Okay. But this is the main goal checklist. You don't need to do everything every day. Okay. Unless it says daily or has a specific number for 7 days a week. Okay. Like this one, live video, I recommend you do that every day. Print this off, guys. This is going to be your checklist. You can also use this, save it and convert it as a PDF and use it in Adobe Express. Or sorry, not Adobe Express, Adobe Acrobat. You can check things off and write in Adobe Acrobat right there. Make comments, type in comments, use, tools to highlight things, and, use this list to start setting goals for growing your social media as well. Okay. Any questions about this slide? This is going to be a really big slide that I am going to attach to everybody on my in the group, so that we'll be able to work together to achieve these goals.
Caitlin, I want to say that this was fantastic. I
Thank
thought
you.
it was really, really, really great. Um, I didn't realize the scope of what could have been really done on the social media platform. It really takes it to another level for me. I mean, Jessica and my son does these things. As you know, I'm not a social media person,
Yeah,
but just what you went through, the scope of what you said and I thought was fantastic, and I'd really like to apply some of it. That's all I wanted to say.
I appreciate the feedback. Thank you so much, Sherry. Yes, I found this is going to be something that I'm going to work on myself, because I'm not posting on social media like I need to. I'm having Branch Up do my content. So what we're going to be doing is applying the daily productivity structure. Okay, and we're gonna get that down first, and then we're gonna start small and work our way to using this your main goal checklist to make sure that we aren't overwhelming ourselves, but we are also keeping up with everything that we need to do that's not social media related in our business. So this is a really important slide. Thank you so much, guys. So I know that this meeting has run over about 15 minutes. Let me know if you want to stop here or if you want to keep going.
I don't mind continuing.
Okay, and Chanel?
You can keep going.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next slide. So this is time management, guys. We have 15 methods to master your time. So we already talked about the I can never pronounce this one right. Pomodoro technique. Okay, so you decide a task, you set the timer for 25 minutes, you stop when the timer goes off, you take a 5-minute break, and after 4 cycles, take 15 to 30-minute break or 30 to an hour break, and then start that cycle over. And then we have the Eisenhower matrix, which we already discussed: do, decide, delegate, and delete. Okay. So this one kind of breaks it down for you. This is urgent and important. Okay. And this is not urgent, but it is important. This is urgent and not important. This is not urgent and not important. And that's how it's broken down. Okay. And then you have the ABCDE method. You categorize tasks and execute by importance. So most important, important, nice to do, delegate, eliminate. Okay. And that goes along with the Eisenhower matrix and the time technique. Okay. So we've got the 3-3-3 method, 3 hours of deep work. This is your hardest tasks. This is when you're the most productive. Okay, at your peak time. And then you're going to do your 3 shorter tasks and then your 3 maintenance tasks. So your 3 shorter tasks could be reading and replying to an email, reading and replying to social media, reading and replying to DMs. Okay. And then your maintenance tasks. What can you do to develop content? What can you do to build a project? Are you searching for pictures? Are you reading reviews? Those are maintenance tasks. Okay. Your 3-hour deep work is putting together spreadsheets, putting together quotes and invoices, searching for the actual package information, hotels, flights, cars, excursions. That's the deep work. Okay. And then we have the 2-minute rule, guys. We already talked about this. If tasks are less than 2 minutes, do it now. If tasks are greater than 2 minutes, delegate or defer. Okay. And then this is my favorite 80-20 method. We'll go into more depth about it in just a minute, but identify the vital 20% of your focus and then eliminate and reduce the trivial many 80%. Okay. So there's 20% of the effort is going into the most important tasks of the day, guys. This is not going to burn you out. Okay. 80% of the other tasks, they're not really important. They're trivial. So you can learn to delegate and delete them. Okay. Eat the frog. Do your most important and challenging tasks first as part of your day. I don't like it. I'm not going to eat the frog every day, but when I'm planning a project, I absolutely eat my frog. Okay. And the reason is because my hardest tasks are dreaded in project management. And we want to eat that task first so that it does not continue on in our day. We don't want to leave our day with the dread. Okay. We don't want to leave our day with hatred towards our job. We want to love it, right? So if you leave the day with love in the heart, if you leave the day with tasks completed and you've eaten that biggest task first, you'll feel better about it. Okay. Getting things done. Let's capture this. Okay. Capture the tasks, clarify their meaning, organize them into lists, reflect on their purpose, and engage in action. Okay. Those are your SMART tasks. Okay. The Kanban board we've already discussed: categorize tasks, left to do, working on, and then complete on the right. Works great to visualize and optimize what you need to do next, what you have to do to continue to work on, and what is already done, and then how to prioritize those tasks tomorrow. Okay. Task batching is sort similar tasks, block dedicated time, and do tasks in batches. So social media, definitely a task batch. Email, definitely a task batch. Phone calls can also be batched in with emails because you're replying to that with a phone call. Okay. Or if you have something that you need to do for your suppliers, for example, you need to call and verify information from the supplier. That's a task batch. Block out a time, make it a batch task, and then complete every phone call that you need to do within that time frame. Okay. The Warren Buffett 525 rule, I don't really like it, but this is really, really productive for people who are billionaires. Okay. Identify the top 25 important tasks. Prioritize them by importance. Only focus on the top 5 tasks. ignore the remaining 20 tasks. You don't need to ignore them. You can delegate them. Okay. MSCW method. Okay. Must have, critical for project success. Okay. Should have, important but not optional. Could have, desirable if time and resources are available. Won't have, deafened for future phases. So you could defer them. Sorry, deferred for future phases. Time blocking. I absolutely love time blocking, guys. It's how I learned how to manage my time originally. Basically, what you're going to do is take your time. You have 2 hours, right? Let's say you have 2 hours. You're going to do deep work for 3. Okay. So you're going to block off 3 hours of time. You're going to set your timer for 25 minutes, 5 minutes, 25 minutes, 5 minutes, 25 minutes, 5 minutes, 25 minutes, 5 minutes until your 3 hours is done. You're going to keep working on your task until it's done. Okay. And then you're going to take a break. Okay. And then you're going to block off some more time. And then you're going to start a new task for batching or batch tasking. Okay. And then you're going to take a break and you're going to do that. Okay. So 1-3-5 method is 1 major task, 3 medium tasks, and 5 smaller tasks. Okay. I love this method because it does break it down for your SMART goals. Okay. So 1 major task, 1 3-hour deep work block. Okay. 3 medium-sized tasks. You can batch these to make them easier to achieve, or schedule them for actual like blocks, 1, 2, 3, and have breaks in between. Okay. And then 5 small tasks. These can definitely be batched. Okay. These can definitely be batched and tasked at the same time. You can task 2, 2, or 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Okay. So just remember that. And then the pickle jar method, do major tasks first, slot in minor tasks around the major ones. So if you want to break up your time for your 25 minutes and work on a big task first, small task next, big task first, small task next, you can do that. Okay. Continuously assess and reprioritize tasks throughout the day, because sometimes bigger tasks might come up unnecessarily when you're not expecting it. So you might have to reevaluate the tasks that you have on your list for today and add in that emergency task that's bigger than everything else. Okay. So don't forget, be resilient. And I love these methods. I will be adding them to the list of slides that I'm going to be including. But let's talk about the 80-20 rule. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is how I get all of my productivity done. Okay. So prioritize your tasks and tackle the first 20% that will give you 80% of the impact. Okay. Did you hear me right? 20% of the tasks that give you 80% of the impact. These are your eating the frog tasks. Okay. That's number 1. Number 2 is your strengths. Focus on the 20% of your strengths that generate 80% of the positive results and delegate or outsource the rest. I suck at social media. I'm learning on how to grow that as strength. Okay. We're going to learn this together. But we're going to focus on the strengths. I'm creative. Okay. I'm able to create and develop social media content. It's just not professional like other social media creators out there. Okay. So I've got resources to grow and hone my skill to strengthen it. And then it'll become a 20%er. Okay. Activities for number 3. Identify and eliminate the 20% of time wasting activities that consume 80% of your time without contributing to your goals. Whew. Can I say that again? Identify and eliminate the 20% of time wasting activities that consume 80% of your time without contributing to your goals. And this is really important when you're tasking yourself, when you're creating your SMART goals, okay? You need to prioritize the importance of them and understand if they're time wasting, they're not worth it, okay? Decisions. That's number 4. We're going to streamline your decision making by focusing on the 20% of the factors that influence 80% of the outcome. Woo! Let's say that again. Streamline your decision making by focusing on the 20% of factors that influence 80% of the outcome. Whew. Let's kind of evaluate that for a second. Your decisions that you make in your business every single day impact your business. And if your decisions are not importantly selected, they can be potentially harmful to the growth of your business and hurtful. I had a client. I thought I was doing everything that they wanted me to do. There was some changes that they wanted to make very last minute. I was unable to make those changes. The decisions that I made a few days prior hurt my business for them. Okay? Because I didn't put and prioritize their needs over mine at that moment. And the reason is because I was preparing for a show and I needed to finish preparing what I needed for that show because I was getting up at 4:00 in the morning the next day. And they called me at 11:00 at night. I needed sleep, but I prioritized my needs over theirs, and that hurt my business. And that's okay. That's okay. Prioritize your needs, prioritize your clients' needs. What's more important to you? My sleep was more important because my event was 12 hours long. I was going to need that sleep. I wasn't able to sit on the phone for 4 hours and lose 4 hours of sleep to get my clients something that they should have told me they wanted 4 months ago, right? Not 10 days before their travel. So that's just, prioritizing your decisions. Learning. This goes along with your decisions. Optimize your learning by identifying the 20% of skills that will give you 80% of the desired results. Okay. Habits. Analyze your habits and double down on the 20% that bring your 80% of the positive outcomes. Okay. So we will be developing habits over time of this challenge. It takes 7 days to develop a habit, guys. It takes 30 days for it to become ingrained. So with a 30-day challenge like this, we will be developing these habits to be more familiar with it, more comfortable with it. So analyze your habits and double down on the 20% that bring your 80% of the positive outcome. Bring you, your business, okay? Relationships. Identify the 20% of your network that provides 80% of the value and nurture those relationships. I have a potential client, who has a giant network, okay? And he's offering that to me, his network. And I've been ill, so I've been putting it off, but I will be putting together a commercial video for me to be able to present to his network this week because I want to take advantage of that. That's a nurturing relationship that I want to make sure that I continue to grow for future contacts, okay? Your wardrobe. Streamline your wardrobe by investing in the 20% of high quality, versatile pieces that you wear 80% of the time. So I wear a lot of solid colors, guys, okay? But I also like to make sure that I'm continuously layering am being modest, because professional attire to me is that it's comfortable, modest, lightweight, layers, and I wear it 80% of the time to do trainings, to be able to do networking events in person, to be able to present myself publicly, and look professional as well. So I'm not showing off my cleavage or my private areas. My skin also is covered, because I don't know what other people's religious aspects are, or even their thoughts on modesty in the workspace. So I try to remain as modest as possible for myself. And then for my health, I focus on the 20% of the health habits that make 80% of the difference. So I eat a very nutritional, balanced diet. I sleep when I need to sleep. My body tells me when I sleep. I have a very strict sleep schedule. I do get out and walk at least to get exercise. Not during the winter, of course, it's too cold here, but during the spring, summer, and fall, I'm walking. And then I have tried to prioritize actual exercise, but that's not helpful. But I do prioritize therapy, because everybody, regardless if you have mental health conditions or not, therapy is a good space for you to have a professional sounding board to process information. And I use therapy to do that. I process information that's happened in my life every single week. Okay. Possessions. Identify the 20% of your possessions you use 80% of the time, and declutter the rest and simplify your life. And this is where that book, Tidying Up with Marie Kondo, actually comes into play. That she has a Netflix series as well. If you want to watch it, she teaches you and shows you how to actually do the tidying. It is very important to tidy your life so that you can continue to be organized. I don't have a lot of unnecessary items. I've got a lot of clutter on my desk, but this is a lot of clutter that brings me inspiration from my children, from my family. I have a lot of knickknacks that I've acquired over time from travel, or my children have made for me, art projects, pictures, things like that. And then I have everything that I use, 20% of it is related to my business. Okay. Because it brings me 80% of the productivity. So I've got my computer, my speakers, my monitor, my keyboard, my mouse, my plugs, okay, my light, my chargers. So that's 20% of what's on my desk. But the other 80% of it brings me inspiration. So it's 100% important, right? And that's, you want to give yourself an inspirational, very motivating work environment, which will then become more productive in the long run. And that's it. So 20% is effort, 80% is results. Okay, so we're not putting 100% of effort into zero results. We're putting 20% in, we're not burning ourselves out. And then 80% of our effort is going to be turned into positive results. Any questions about this slide for the time management?
No.
Excellent. All right. You need to have a sales strategy, guys. If you have not taken Mike Archer's sales course, please do. Okay, it's in your back office under your travel cafe trainings tab. Okay, and I do have a video on my channel of how to find it. So one thing that I've developed in my sales strategy is a process to take my clients through. I take them through a free consultation, and then they pay to book their next appointment with me. And then every subsequent appointment that they book with me is free after that, because they've already decided to use me as their travel agent, and we're just meeting for other follow-ups for what they need: quotes, presentation, invoicing, payments, signing of documents. And then I say, here you go. And then depending on how long it takes for them to get to their travels depends on how many emails I send them following up. Okay, so my follow-up has to be strong in emails as well. So let's talk about a sales strategy based on your buyer's journey compared to your sales process. So your buyer is unconcerned with your booking, your travel agency, unconcerned with it, but they want to go on travel. So they're investigating. So what you're going to do is prepare for a buyer. Okay. Prepare a Google form to qualify them. Prepare, a way that you want to take your clients through the process to qualify them. If you don't want to charge any service fees, by all means, do not charge them. Okay. You are not required to. I charge them. It helps me identify between bookers and lookers, but you don't have to. Okay. So you're going to prepare how you want to run your business, your consent forms, your policies, your everything that you need to be successful in the sales process. Okay. Now your clients are looking to go on to travel. They're investigating travel agents. Okay. So you're prospecting these clients. Okay. So you're trying to gain their trust. This is where your elevator pitch comes in, guys. Hi, my name is Caitlin Cordani. I'm the owner of Bon Viaggio Bookings. And what I can do is plan your vacation from start to finish and save you 40% on that vacation. I am giving them a solution to a question that they have. How expensive can travel be? And what can you do for me? Okay. In less than a minute, less than 30 seconds. Okay. If they have more questions about the suppliers that I have on my table, these are my 5 top suppliers. I absolutely love them. I've got Virgin Voyages and Sandals. These 2 are all inclusive. I've got Disney, Universal, and Royal Caribbean. These are my favorite family vacations, and I can send you guys for adults and children on these, as well as beaches for Sandals and Beaches resorts. So we have options, but these are my favorite. I have up to 400 different suppliers. Okay. So now they understand that I have more than these 5 suppliers sitting on my table, but these are my favorite. I love to book with. Okay. So I'm prospecting them. They're investigating. If they like what they hear, they're going to give me their information. I'm going to exchange my information with them. So define and qualify. Okay. So we are to the consultation phase. Okay. I am going through contacting them. I've scheduled them an appointment. I have requested that they fill out my Google form. Okay. I don't get a lot of people that fill them out, but I say, if you don't have the time to fill this out, I can help fill it out for you during our appointment. Okay. So always offer them the solution if they don't want to do it for you, that you could do it for them. And that's okay. Okay. We're going to be filling out a ton of paperwork for them anyway, so it might as well, right? So during this consultation, the clients are defining what they want. Listen. Okay. Give them the space to speak, talk, let it all out. They're excited. They want to go on vacation. They want to tell you all the details of what they want. Okay. Listen, qualify them while you're going along. Okay. So ask them questions about what they're telling you as well. Once you have done the qualification, this is where your selection and presentation comes into play. They've selected you as a travel agent. You need to present to them a presentation. I do good, better, best options for quoting processes. And I always prepare a slideshow. Okay. The slideshow is going to give them pictures of where they're going, what they're looking for, what they're looking at, what you're presenting to them. This is definitely going to be the specific process to get to that negotiation phase. Okay. So you're closing that sale out. This is the invoicing process. Okay. So negotiation. Yeah, we like this one, but we like this detail from this one and this detail from this one, and then we want to change a little bit of this. That's okay. They're allowed to negotiate that. If their budget has been maxed out or overreached because of all the things that they've asked for, you're going to present to them everything that they've asked for, and then explain to them, we're going to need to kind of dial it back on the wants because it does increase your budget that way. So to save you some money, get you back under your max budget, let's go ahead and kind of negotiate what options that you want to have during your trip. Okay. Close that sale. Get a signed invoice. Okay. Signing the invoice certifies you that your clients are ready to purchase. Okay. I did flights and transfers for my clients before I got a signed invoice, and it caused us so many problems because they were changing everything. They changed everything. So I had to like lay down the law, and I was like, hey guys, we've been in the invoicing process, and all these changes that are being majorly changed are going to require and incur a change fee. And they got really mad. They got really mad at me, guys. So we had a big meeting about it. There was some yelling on the client side where I had to say, hey, don't yell at me. Stop yelling at me a few times. And then I set down a boundary. If you yell at me again, I will not be your travel agent. And then everything moving forward was pleasant and productive. And we were able to get them onto their dream vacation, and they enjoyed it. So just know that being assertive and setting your boundaries is going to happen eventually during the negotiation and closing process, because clients are going to want to add in and subtract things from after they've signed their invoice. Just let them know, if you charge service fees, this is what happens. Okay. Approving and implementing. This is the actual collection of signed documents, the invoice, credit card authorization forms, your collection of their driver's license, passport ID options, and credit card options, and or payment options. And this is important. This is important because if you don't have this signed documentation, you move forward with booking, they can turn around and say, oh yeah, you charged this fraudulently, and they'll charge it back. And without a credit card authorization form, they will, Archer will not support your claim because you didn't get their signature before purchase. So you just want to make sure with that. But this also includes the follow-up process. So I send them a follow-up email 60 days before travel, giving them a packing list, weather information, details about their flights, luggage, and everything for that. And then I also send them a 30-day follow-up email of, TSA information and passport information and other documents if they need to sign up for like customs paperwork and things like that, or maybe you need like a visa of sorts. You got to do all that research for it. So the email follow-ups, and then I do 15 days before, and then 2 days before I schedule an appointment with them. I have their itinerary, I have their packing list, I have all of their details that they need to know about on their itinerary ready to go for them to understand about their trip and what their time schedule is. And then, send them on the day of their travels another email to let them know, hey, here's my contact information, which is also on their itinerary. And I say, the day is here, and I make it really exciting for them. And I just make sure that, they're aware that I'm there for them 24 hours a day while they're traveling. I'm on call for them. They can call me at any time, doesn't matter day or night. I will pick up the phone for them. So this is really important to have for your sales process so that you can develop something to take your clients through. Adjusting, making it successful is definitely going to be trial and error. Okay, guys? So just be aware of that. All right, so I have the return on investment, return on equity, and return on assets information. I'm not going to go over this, but I will be providing this to you so that you guys can do your own research on it. But this is part of the sales process, and you guys can use ChatGPT to ask your questions about each category to be able to understand this better, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and move forward. Here is a sales tracker planner. This is something I found online, but you can use Canva or Adobe Express to develop something of your own on those platforms to be able to keep tabs on your target sales, your actual sales, the difference between them, and then the percentage of targeted achievements. And this is going to be helpful for your business growth. Okay. So skills to learn for entrepreneurs. This is really, really important. We are entrepreneurs, guys. So data analytics, definitely learn how to read analytics. Okay. Time management, communication, creative thinking, social skills, branding, budgeting, business management, leadership, public speaking, calculating risks, sales, marketing, human psychology, presenting, and creating a system. This is all going to help you in the sales aspect of your business as well. So we can go over this if you want, or we can, or you can use ChatGPT to go over and develop, questions and answers for each item, and go into depth with that as well. What do you guys say?
We can do further research on our own. Well, I can.
I will agree with that.
Okay, so let's go ahead and keep moving forward. So I don't know what to post, guys. This is a great breakdown of how to post on social media. So define the content pillars. What's your expertise? Who is your audience and what do you sell? Okay. And then define the content goals, growth, authority, and sales. So your growth is going to resonate, captivate, and relate to your audience. The authority is going to showcase expertise and experience. And then the sales is going to address audience pain points and frustrations and desired outcomes. And then there's 22 questions here that you can ask about your niche. So we are travel agents. So what is my offer? What stories can I tell? What wins can I share? What do clients tell me? What are industry risks? What do I do for clients? What do clients ask me? What are industry myths? What failures can I share? What are my clients' pains? What are my clients' goals? What are client frustrations? What's a collab with me like? What processes can I share? What case studies can I share? What do clients struggle with? What are industry goes and no-goes, or do's and don'ts? What experiences can I share? What can I say about my work? What client results can I share? What can I say about my skills? What advice would help clients? And then answer the answers force you to stay relevant and consistent for ideal client and peers. So we're peers. We don't really need to engage with our peers a lot. I do recommend it in case you're team building or decide to team build in the future. However, we will be focusing, and the main goal for us is to engage with our clientele. Okay, so this is the creative hooks. You take one answer to write a growth, authority, or sales post. experience example. So I've built brand identities for 10 years. Okay, so the answer to the question is going to have 3 different posts for it. Okay, and that's 1 day of posting. Okay, so you have your growth, your hook example. In 2010, I created my first brand identity for $30. Today, I work with Nike. Okay, authority for the hook example. I've created 100 plus brands identities in 10 years. Here are my top 5 pitfalls. Okay. And then the sales, for example, how I created a brand identity that increased product sales by 24%. Obviously, this is related to how to develop a brand, right? But we're travel agents, so we want to do travel content. So make sure your answers are related to travel, okay? So your answers plus dividing them over 3 content categories equal virtually infinite content topics, okay? So pick a content framework. The pain, agitate, ideal situation, and solution framework, or PIAS, is take one client pain, talk about the results of in action, present client dream scenario, and show your solution. Don't forget the CTA. And you can chat GPT what a CTA is. But basically, what you're going to do is 0 to hero framework as well. Okay, talk about a failure that resonates with your audience and describe adversity, how you overcame it, how you crafted a solution, and how people can get it or to follow you. Okay, so the carousel is going to be a story. Okay, so cover slide with the hook. Okay, the bias, the context, the basics, backstory, myths, etc. Okay, you're going to cover for 2 slides. Okay, for 4 slides, you're going to do a breaking down one topic. Okay, so 1 answer for 4 slides. And then for 1 slide for 4, 5, and 6, you're going to showcase results, recap or a bonus, and then the CTA slide for follow-up sell, which is basically your brand contact information. And then you can also do cheat sheets here like this, so that you can use it for the recap. For example, pick 1 topic, 2 fonts max, 2 to 3 colors max, break down steps, look into paddings, uniform icons, graphics, keep it super actionable. Okay, so you want to keep it engaged. Okay, and so if you don't have any experience, guys, this is really important. These are hook options that you can create from start to finish. Okay, so scroll stopping hooks to engage your audience. Stop doing X and try this instead. Stop planning your own trips and try a travel agent. Okay, 3 things I wish I knew before I became a travel agent. Let's settle the age-old debate of using a travel agent or traveling internationally. Okay, this is my best kept secret for what I've learned as a travel agent. Okay, I tried this so you don't have to, and here are the results. Don't buy this instead. Don't buy that, buy this instead. So don't buy travel without trying a travel agent first. Okay, my number 1 hack for 2025. Here's one product that makes X so much easier. What I ordered versus what I got. You could do travel essentials. Love doing X but struggle with X. Let me introduce you to X. So do you love taking vacations but struggle planning them? Let me introduce you to my consultation form. Getting my daily X hits different with, so getting my daily dopamine hits different with client productivity or something. Calling all X. Are you tired of spending hundreds of dollars on X? So Calling all travelers. Are you tired of spending hundreds of dollars on travel? Or thousands of dollars? You can change it. So I wish I knew about this sooner because I'm obsessed. Things in my X, car, kitchen, office, etc. that just makes sense. Unique gift ideas for X. This is my number one hack for X. 3 reasons why blank, blank, blank. Okay, spilling the tea on blank, blank, blank. If you're like me and do X, then this is for you. How to not use the products as a solution to the problem. Okay, so how to not blank, 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 use your products as a solution to that problem. Okay, remember, this is the next time you're blank. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but blank, and then give a strong statement. Okay, I actually can't believe this only costs blank, and that's a good mock booking option. Here's one product that makes blank so much easier. I just found blank that does blank. Okay, these are 25 different hooks from interrupting people's doom scrolls, because we all do it, right? So these are ideas of how to develop your content if you don't know what to post. Okay, so one thing I noticed is that it is really good idea to be a storyteller. So these are, I'm not going to go into depth about them because this is running really late. But I will be providing to you this slide to learn how to become a great storyteller, and then learn how to tell a story people love. Okay, so first you need to learn how to become a great storyteller and practice those skills, and then hone that to learning how to tell stories people actually love. And these could be real life experiences, guys. They don't have to be made up. Okay, could be, but doesn't have to be. And you can work with ChatGPT on this as well for how to do this. So,
excuse me, before you move on, the previous slide, can you go back?
Yes.
Now, the questions you have there, which are possible things that clients would ask travel agents. You're saying for every question, we should have about 3 answers. And then we could post the different answers at different times of the day. Am I confirming that is what you said?
Sorta. You're on the right track. So, basically, what you want to do is answer these questions geared as a travel agent. Okay. And then you're going to break it down to these 3 defined content goals. Okay. Growth, authority, sales. So your one answer to the question is going to be broken down into 3 different categories. And you can build them, because they're all going to be different. You can build them to be 3 of the 4 to 5 posts that you make in a day.
Okay.
You definitely want a sales post. So this is definitely going to be related to a mock booking. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. And so, whoops. Sorry. Hold on a second. My computer keyboard just messed up. Anyways. Sorry, guys. I had an interruption on my computer. So let me go ahead and open up this chat again. Okay. So I'm just going to touch base on these. I'm not going to go in depth with them, but why storytelling matters. So you're going to build connection, inspire action, and create memorability. And then the elements of a great story are relatable characters, compelling conflict, strong beginning, clear narrative arc, and then powerful endings. Definitely use ChatGPT to work with this slide here so that you'll be able to better understand what this all means. Okay. And then steps to becoming a great storyteller is understand your audience. Start with a hook, build emotional depth, use simplicity and clarity, practice delivery, incorporate dialogue and action, and then end ruthlessly. So Cut out unnecessary details. Sorry, and that says edit ruthlessly. So cut out unnecessary details and ensure every part serves the story's purpose. Okay. And then tips for storytelling is highlight success stories, use data storytelling, be authentic, incorporate visuals. So pictures of things are really, really important. Okay, and then storytelling techniques, the hero's journey, relatable struggle, the what if scenario, the twisting endings, and humor and surprise. Those are all good ones. But to become a good storyteller that people love to hear for stories, you're going to use this key message, supporting arguments, and supporting data or facts. And then the anatomy of a slide is a header and a subtitle, content points, exhibits, annotations, and call outs, the kicker at the end. And then for pro tips, you're going to use clarity and focus, visual harmony, effective use of space, and engagement and retention. So these are going to be really, really big points in how you're going to effectively do like a story on Threads or a story for a video. If you're a faceless marketer, you can use your voice. If you don't like the sound of your voice on a recording, that's okay. You can use an audio translator for a voice. There's plenty of apps out there that do visual readings. Make sure you include subtitles. Make sure your subtitles are readable. Don't put them down at the very bottom because that will be covered by all the text on social media. But make sure they're not blocking out like the lips for people who are hard of hearing and can't, that need the lips to read and can't really hear what you're saying. That also brings a visual for people who are readers as well. All right, so we're going to talk about social media growth. Okay, so we have what to post, how to tell a story. Now we're going to grow. Okay, so grow to 1K and engage daily, post 2 times a day, focus on
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No.
Can we stop here? I have another engagement.
Yes. Well, I'll see you later, okay? And this is being recorded so you can catch the recording, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Absolutely. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, so you're going to focus on saves and shares, trending audio under 10K, and stick to the same hashtags, okay? And then you're going to collab at least 2 times a month, go live, repurpose best performing posts, create a series, engage in DMs, and big focus on SEO. We'll talk about SEO in just a minute, but this is for 5K. And then for 10K, you want to adjust your strategy, use all post formats, add value in stories, introduce auto response, hold weekly live Q&As, okay, lead management, email marketing, nurture with carousels. Okay, so carousels are multiple picture posts. And then for 15K, you want to do A/B testing, quality over quantity, talking reels, 5 to 8 daily stories, transformations, social proof, and result client wins. Okay. So 35 ways to reach non-followers is going to be alt text for static posts, incorporate current trends, analyze competitor keywords, geotagging, use CTAs, eye-catching visuals, compelling stories, reels with trending audio, post consistently, respond to comments, polls and questions on stories, go live regularly, encourage UGC, contents and giveaways, and we have certificates to do that. Collab with other creators, shout outs to emerging creators, live Q&A sessions, interview industry experts, high value freebie, strong bio with keywords, strategic pinned post, maintain cohesive aesthetic, track insights regularly, repurpose reels as YouTube shorts. Reels are videos that you doom scroll. They can also become shorts for YouTube. Repost carousels to LinkedIn. Get pinned comments. repost singles on Pinterest, share expertise on forums, targeted meta ads, partner with brands, turn on SFY, strategic keywords and captions, add topics for reels, targeted hashtags, low competition hashtags under 50,000. Okay. That way yours will be used more. Okay. So these are good ways to reach non-followers, and anything that you're unsure of, ChatGPT is going to be your best friend. But this is the best way to grow and reach non-followers. So there is an Instagram funnel that you can apply to pretty much everything. Okay. So you've got your top funnel. These are your ideas, feeds, comments, explore, hashtags. Okay, so you want to attract infographics, tutorials, hacks, tips, quotes, industry updates, memes, your wins. Okay, you're going to post singles 3 times a week, reels 3 times a week, and then you're going to nurture that. Okay, so you're going to do personal stories, case studies, mini guides, and deep dives. Do 1 carousel a week and 1 live a month. Okay. And then you're going to also convert these results into client results, testimonials, flash sales, and offers. So you're going to do 3 stories a day and 1 broadcast channel. Okay. And this will then get you into the funnel for the broadcast to be able to utilize that for learning what your clients want more of and developing that to deliver. Okay. And these are the different formats that I'm mentioning here. So these are the ultimate Instagram formats cheat sheet. So the formats are reels, carousels, single images, stories, and lives. So how to use it. Great for visual examples for the reels, great for reaching a new audience, and great for new accounts. Okay, so reels, reels, reels. If you don't have video, create a I got a brain fart. Presentation in a reel content. Okay. And then carousels, great for stories, in-depth tips, great reach and nurturing your audience, great for accounts with 1K plus followers. Okay. Single images, great for simple tips, inspiration, great for reaching new audiences, great for repurposing your content. Stories, great for sharing behind the scenes, great for profile home reach, great for accounts with 5K plus followers. Okay. And then lives, great for launches and collabs, great nurturing your own audience, great for accounts with 10K plus followers. So this is how you're going to use the formats to nurture this funnel. Okay. And this is the sales funnel of the year. So we're going to work on that with our posting strategy. So like I mentioned, we have SEOs. SEOs is how your footprint is tracked on the interweb. So set up a Google Analytics. If you're not Google verified, do that. Okay. Get up Bing Webmaster Tools, generate and submit a sitemap, create a robots.txt file, install an SEO plugin, set up Google Search Console. Make sure that your website is indexed. If you don't have a website, make one. I think Ionos has websites right now with website creators and domains included for $6 for the year. It's super cheap. Okay. Keyword research, find main keywords, find long tail keyword variations, research and identify competitors, prioritize by keyword difficulty, prioritize by search volume, find question keywords as well. And then on-page SEO, optimize your images, add internal links, link to relevant content, write and improve meta descriptions, write and improve title tags, improve content readability, and add schema markup. Okay. Off-page SEO, analyze your competitors' links, turn unlinked mentions into links, set up Google business profile like I just mentioned, publish guest posts, analyze link and intersects, share your content, find and target competitors' broken links. Okay. Content, write a grabbing intro, add table of contents, use images to split content, update old content, use short sentences and paragraphs, grab attention with bold sentencing, use headings and subheadings to create hierarchy. Okay. And then technical SEO, ensure your website is mobile friendly, check your website's loading speed, make sure your site is using HTTPS. Okay, that's secure. Fix broken links and pages, make sure your site is indexed, find and fix crawl issues, and make sure your URL structure is SEO friendly as well. So if you don't know how or what any of this means, ChatGPT is going to be your best friend there as well. Okay. So how to use Pinterest for business. You basically just connect your Instagram, and whatever you post to Instagram automatically fills into Pinterest. But this is how you actually do Pinterest individual pins to create more views on Pinterest. So create a Pinterest business account, create boards and pins, automate your posts with buffer Pinterest pins, grow your account and check your analytics. So basically you're going to create a new business account, fill out your Pinterest account information, verify your website or blog. And if you don't know how to do that, definitely work with your website domain holder creator and help. They'll help you verify your website by integrating the text to where it needs to go on the back end. Okay, so boards and pins related to your niche are going to be really important to be created. Focus on long tail keywords. Share with others. Share other people's pins as well. Okay, and then Buffer is a scheduler that will save time, aids in scheduling out posts, and useful in planning ahead. And I think you can use this for all of your social media. For pins, Pinterest pins, use quality photos, use the same color schemes, create eye-catching infographics. Okay. Create your or grow your account by following people, adding pin widget to your blog, or use call to action words as well. And then create your analytics, analyze each pin. Each pins are performing best. Analyze which pins are performing best. Find your demographics and activities from your blog. And that's how you're going to use Pinterest for that. Okay. And then this one's for LinkedIn. Yeah, okay. So you're going to define your objective, define your audience, get clear about different LinkedIn post types, make a repository of LinkedIn post ideas, create and follow a LinkedIn posting calendar, plan and execute content campaigns, have a CTA and get clear about your sales funnel. And I'll fix this. It's running off the page. But actually post content on LinkedIn, try a scheduling tool, study what other people are doing on LinkedIn, and define your metrics and measure results. So you'll be able to use this as a breakdown to how to post to LinkedIn. But I have Branch Up running my ads on LinkedIn right now, and that's getting me a lot of views. So that's helpful as well. There we go. And yep. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. All right, so that's basically how to develop a strategy for different parts of the social media and everything. And then I have one more I want to do for you. This is, sorry, I just thought about it, so I am just gonna put it here real quick. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen one more time with you guys. All right. And so this is the 5 reasons to start hashtagging, increase engagement with your followers, add context to social media posts, build brand awareness with branded hashtags, help your target audience find you and show your support. Okay. But this is also a social media post time frame of how often should you be posting to social media. So this is for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and TikTok. So I'm going to also include this in the slides for you guys to be able to have on hand as well. And I think those are really important topics. These are all the really important topics that I wanted to start with for this strategy. It is a lot to take in, guys. This is a very long meeting. So please don't hesitate to ask me any questions you might have along the way. This is a accountability challenge for our team to grow together. We're not in this alone. We can collaborate. If you're not in our chat group, please don't hesitate to ask me to get the information for you to join the chat group. Otherwise, you can post in our team group for Facebook and also message me individually. So, Chanel, do you have any questions?
No, I do not.
Okay, perfect. So, I'm just grateful that you guys all showed up for this meeting today. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and turn the bell on for when I've updated our team for new training videos. And I'm hopeful to get back into training around April. I had to take a break for a couple months so I can get my health back in order. So I appreciate your patience with that, but you will see me on the schedule in April. All right, guys, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And thank you so much for sticking it out with me. And I'll see you later. Bye.